What's up, guys? Welcome back to Anamanji, and today we're going to be having a little bit of a discussion about Avengers Infinity War. Now, this video is going to contain spoilers because I saw the movie and I want to talk about something that happens in it. So if you have not, go watch the movie and then come back and talk with me. Okay, so I ran across an article, which I'll leave in the description below, where the author believes that Starlord, played by Chris Pratt, is actually the movie's secret villain. Their reasoning for saying this was that Starlord, was the reason why the Avengers were not able to beat Thanos when, you know, that scene on Titan when Spider-Man and Iron Man almost had the Infinity Gauntlet off of his hand, and Starlord was just so upset about the death of Gamora that he went and he punched Thanos, and then messed up Mantis from her little mind warp, and then Spidey wasn't able to get the glove off of him, and then of course everybody died and all that. And they basically blamed Starlord for everything that happened afterwards. Now, while that is true, and in some ways I do agree with that, first of all, you have to understand, and this is just my opinion, you guys can let me know what you think, but I believe that not only does it make his character more real in that moment, I don't think it was necessarily his fault. First of all, Starlord has been through a lot. He lost his mother. He didn't know his dad. Once he finally found out who his dad was, he had to kill him, okay? Then he finally made a connection with someone that he fell for, and then she died too. So Starlord is going through a lot of different things. And not only that, but what he did was actually really in character. This is a guy who fights with a raccoon about who's the better captain of a ship. And also, once he found out what kind of monster his father was, he instantaneously reacted. So Starlord is an emotional character, and what he did in this film was very much in line with what he's done in previous movies. So I don't think that they wrote him in a different way. This was all really expected. We all expected Starlord to want to avenge Gamora in some way, and I feel like any one of us, if we lost someone dear to us, would have done the same thing. It's easy to say that Starlord is a villain and he's the reason why all of this happened, but I think a lot of people forget, especially this author, that Doctor Strange looked into the future before any of this happened, and he knew that one way they were going to beat Thanos, one way out of 14 million different possibilities, there was only one where they won. So Doctor Strange probably knew that everything that happened after he looked into the future had to happen for them to have an outcome that where they won. Okay, so maybe Doctor Strange knew that Starlord was going to attack Thanos and let it happen. And if that's the case, then shouldn't we really be blaming Doctor Strange? And if we're going to blame Doctor Strange, can we really blame him either? Especially considering that I'm pretty sure all of this is part of his plan to make sure that everyone comes back and all of that, and make sure that Thanos doesn't win in the end. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to find a way to bring everyone back, which is like, you know, obvious. But he said earlier in the film to Iron Man that he would let as many people die as he needed to protect the Time Stone, or to make sure that Thanos doesn't win. And you saw that he gave up the Time Stone kind of casually, you know. So I'm pretty sure this is all part of Doctor Strange's plan. We can't just sit here and blame Starlord for reacting in a very human way to a lost loved one, when it was probably all part of the plan anyway, and it's probably going to work out for everyone's best interest in the end. And I just had to go on a rant about that, because I'm like, people are really upset about Starlord. I've been seeing a lot of flack about Starlord, and I'm like, well, you know, this is what any one of us would have done. Peter Parker would have gone crazy if Aunt May had been hurt. I'm pretty sure that if Iron Man saw that Pepper Potts had died or something, because you remember Tony Stark responded in a really violent way when he found out that Bucky was the reason why his parents died. Okay, he tried to beat the crap out of Bucky and Captain America. So can we really be upset with Starlord for doing the same exact thing? And it didn't even last as long. Just saying. All right. I mean, yeah, it wound up, resulting in the death of millions of people, but we all know it's part of the plan. So what are we upset about? How about we all just sit back, wait until next year when they finally show us how all of this is going to be reversed. And let's just be happy that, Star-Lord lost his mind for a second and put Doctor Strange's plan into motion, huh? How about that? Let me know what you guys think about that. This is just my opinion. I didn't write the article. I just read it and I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to talk about this because I've been seeing this everywhere and I feel like there's something wrong here. So let me know what you guys thought. Do you blame Star-Lord for everything that happened in the movie, or are you like me and you believe that it was all part of the plan? Let me know in the comments below, and if you have not done so already, go ahead and click the subscribe button so that you can get more content like this, which contains movie news, reviews, and reactions from me, your boy Derek, right here at Anamanji. Until next time, stay dope.